Josh and Alex bring the fire, no doubt. Fun facts roaring, making headlines shout. Sports pro wrestling with a punch and a spin. Warrior fuel coursing through their skin. Headlines screaming hot off the press. Facts and figures they never second guess. Cutting through the noise, sharp as a knife. Slash tracks news, it's more than just life. Slash tracks coming at you full speed, no brakes. Horror in action, they're raising the stakes. Jumping Jeff says, yup, you don't wanna miss. Tony laughs hard, this is pure bliss. Slash tracks ready, set, let's go.
Good afternoon and welcome to episode number 5 of Slash Trax Action News Express-ish. I'm Alex Vanover.
And I'm Josh LaRue. And we are cutting through the noises sharp as a knife. That song kicks, man. That intro. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Excellent work, Josh. As always, I would expect nothing less from you, Jumpin' Jeff and Tony in the production studio, the musical lab, if you will, wing of the Slash Trax Network. And I want to also say a big thank you. I don't have the name offhand, but there was a comment where he basically said, swap the themes. Put the end one in the front and the front in the back.
Yeah.
And Josh and I were reading that. Josh and I I'm up with a consensus. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I like
Excellent.
it better. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Excellent suggestion.
The one that was at the beginning of the last one kind of fits for like an end of the show thing. And the end of the show one works better for the beginning. But, you know, Jimmy Hart actually produced that song for us. So Mouth of the South, he's a big music producer. So thank you, Jimmy Hart.
Of the Gentrys. And little known. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so Tony was lying. He told me that Jimmy Hart produced that. Why would you lie to me like that, Tony? Why?
Here's Tony the Spider. If you people only knew.
Of course. And let me guess, Jumpin' Jeff, you knew all about it. You were in on it, weren't you?
Yep.
Okay, so Jimmy Hart had no part in it. But anyways, go ahead. It's a good song, regardless.
I just think that Jumpin' Jeff and Tony, they want to be included so much that they're not kids or anything, but they're emotionally immature. So to please us, they'll kind of say stuff that's not true. They embellish a lot.
They do.
I think you're just gonna have to overlook some of the stuff they do because they just want to be your friend, Josh. Don't be so hard on them.
Well, the thing is, they're going to have to get used to not being on as much because we put out with their wrestling company, they came from IPW. We put out an intern program and we got lots of applications in for Slash Trax Action News interns. And Alex and I are going to be going through the video resumes from all these guys, promos and stuff. And you might see some more IPW people popping up and less of you guys, since Tony don't want to ever tell us what we ask him. And Jumpin' Jeff is like got a one-word vocabulary. So
that's a very exciting news. This intern thing, opportunities to save money around the studio, money could go elsewhere, allocations for new theme songs, maybe even Slashaholics. I know we've talked about it in the past, but I think very soon, and I know this to be true, there is going to be some Slash Trax merch dropping very soon. So be on the lookout for that.
Yep.
Josh, I see the disbelief in your face, but I've got something lined up, buddy.
Okay.
All right. We may unveil
jackets.
That. Yeah. Slash Trax dusters, Slash Trax suit coats and ties.
Jorts.
Jorts.
Lots of jorts.
Yeah. Mugs, everything. Might have a mug with Country Buffet Guy, me and Josh on it, Psycho Sid, Nuclear Grizzlies. Who the hell knows? Let's get into the actual show right now. How about it? Because this is Expressious, and we are going to do it fast and furious, okay?
Let's go fast this time so we don't make that one person upset at us for having to come back and watch 4 times.
That one person out of the 10,000 views. Okay, let's go. Um, only nice comment of the Expressius. Production value shooting up. The Warrior Fuel commercial is far superior to the first one. The jingle felt real. The themes for the show were awesome as well, especially the one at the end. And this is from our friend Siwa Fuyaka Yogadosi. I butchered that. I'm sorry. And she left the comment down below of Slash Trax News Expressius number 4.
Awesome. Awesome. And there was lots of nice, good feedback also from other people too. But yeah, that one was great. Thank you.
This was particularly a great comment. So anyway, big ups. Josh, right before we get into fun facts, I want to talk really quick about Cobra Kai, and you wanted to talk about Dexter.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so Cobra Kai, the series finale aired. I think it was either last week or this week, but I got caught up with it. I'm not going to give any spoilers. Well, maybe a partial spoiler. I just love the way that the writers tied up every storyline at the end. They did a phenomenal job. It was like a textbook 1980s action movie, feel good ending. I know it was a little hokey, maybe contrived, maybe predictable. I loved every minute of it. I want to rewatch it again. Fantastic job, Cobra Kai. Looking forward to the new Karate Kid movie with Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan coming out in theaters. Hopefully Johnny Lawrence makes an appearance. I would love to see that. Big Johnny Lawrence fan. Big fan of the way they ended his storyline in Cobra Kai. And that is my Cobra Kai minute.
Also, Miyagi makes an appearance, right? For people that
he's CGI Dream Miyagi.
But it's done in good taste from what I've heard. So that's cool.
All right, so Josh, that's enough on Cobra Kai. I know that you had something that you wanted to say about Dexter.
Yes, Dexter Original Sin, the prequel series just wrapped up its first season. It was supposed to be like a one-shot thing, but it's looking like it's going to be multiple seasons, which is actually a good thing. I didn't have high hopes going into it because prequel series, on Dexter, Michael C. Hall's the best. But the guy they got to play him, really great job. Really, the entire cast playing 15-year-old younger versions of the original cast. Everybody did a great job. We got to see Dexter's first kill, and when he started working for Miami Metro, and Patrick Dempsey was the big bad of the season, it turns out, which that was really cool. Don't want to spoil how that ended, but I will tell you this: the one thing I didn't expect is Brian Moser, Dexter's brother, the ice truck killer from Dexter season 1, got a prequel, little prequel parts of this show himself. Some backstory on him, how him and Dexter first adjusted after their mom was killed. And he actually tried to approach Dexter and be a part of Dexter's life earlier than season 1 of the original show. So check it out to find out how. It's really cool what they did there. So
what is the mathematical odds on 2 brothers both being serial killers in the same family? That can't be mathematically in their favor.
Well, you got to remember that they were both kept in a storage container. They had to watch their mom and several other people get cut into pieces with chainsaws. Whenever Brian was like 7, Dexter was 4. They had to sit there and watch that happen. Their mom get cut head off, limbs off, and they had to stay in there with those dead bodies for like 4 days before they were found. So if anything can make 2 kids serial killers, it's probably that. So,
well, they should have just went the Freddy Krueger route, man. They should have just went to their school and pulled the hamster out, and
I don't think Dexter would have been a serial killer. Harry just assumed that he would, from what he saw, and because he saw the darkness in the older brother. But I think Harry's the one that kind of made Dexter that way. Because if you watch the original show and the prequel, Dexter doesn't act like a psychopath. He has feelings. He loves. He cares about things. But in his head, he's been told his whole life he's a psychopath, so he thinks he's not really feeling those things. But it's obvious he is. I think that's the tragedy of Dexter, is he didn't have to be a killer. Harry made him that way. But that's
I did for another day. I did notice as the seasons went on, Dexter started to feel for his wife, feel for kids, he had, like, in serial killers, like, just textbook serial killer definition is like zero empathy, zero feeling, main character syndrome. You're the only person that exists.
Yep.
I'm not a doctor, okay? But I need to diagnose you right now, Josh. And I'm your friend, okay?
Oh God.
Ever since you got that new jacket, and ever since your hair has grown back out, and you've been getting all these compliments in the
One,
comments about your
one.
appearance, Josh, and the show, the most recent episode of Slash Trax Express is almost at 10,000 views. Listen, you can't handle success, and you're acting out, and I want you to come back down to earth, okay? Can you do me a favor? Can you do the Slashaholics a favor? Don't get too big for your britches, okay?
What?
Please. Yeah.
What did I do?
Just listen. Don't play coy with me, all right? I'm just telling you that success is good for some people, and right now, this is like an afternoon special with you. It's just we record a little bit later. You have a few more demands from Jeff and Tony before we record. What about Josh? I didn't want to say this, because we're really good friends, we're business partners. What you did to Tony the Spider yesterday in the break room when he didn't have all the M&Ms color coordinated for your snack, that's unforgivable. I saw it. Tony was really upset. All the new interns from IPW saw it. That was their first day in studio, Josh, and you almost blew it.
If
You
you
got to
people, if you people only knew.
get this under control.
All
Josh,
right.
can we get, yeah, all right. Oh, yeah, that sounds real sincere. Let's get into fun facts.
All right, let's do it.
All right. In 1962, Josh, President John F. Kennedy ordered 1,200 Cuban cigars just hours before he made them illegal. What's your thoughts on JFK taking his last moment to get as many Cuban cigars as he could for a stockpile before making them illegal?
Just another thing that makes me like the guy. Like, honestly, like I would do the same thing. I wouldn't be the greatest president, but yeah.
Well, now, hey, I couldn't agree with you more, especially if you have this much ego now after 10,000 views and a new coat and new hair. I can't imagine if you were the president of the United States.
My first decree, the national drink shall be Ecto Cooler and Crystal Pepsi.
Oh man, I'll vote for you then. You got my
Second
vote.
decree, Batman cereal will return to shelves.
Pizzeria chips are back.
Yes, yes.
Ninja Turtle pies are back.
PB crisp, Planters PB crisps are back too. The things with peanut butter in them looks like a peanut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, those were so.
Oh yeah. Orbits, the drink that had the little balls in them, they will still stay discontinued.
Yes, 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 yes.
Hey, second and last fun fact.
All right.
Okay. Hens, Josh. Hens, chickens. They can selectively eject the sperm of an undesired mate, and it's often that of a lower status male. What's your thoughts on that?
Just because that's happened a few times, don't beat yourself up, man. I know
Like,
you're doing this story to see if anybody else can relate, but
what's going on, baby?
Here.
What's going on, baby? I've never seen anything like this before. Oh, nothing, Alex. Everything was great. You were fantastic.
I just don't want to have your kid.
Yeah, this would be an excellent dating show. You could put on National Geographic, like a chicken and a hen and rooster dating show, and they like focus in on the hen after doing the deed.
Well,
And,
another word for hen is pullet. So you got it's cock and pullet. It could be a show there.
Oh man. All right. Anyway, so they focus in the camera on the reality show there, Josh, and they have dramatic music in the background, right? And then the show either ends with nothing happening or a rejection happening. I think that could be a big money maker for the National Geographic Channel.
That'd be a hell of a way to end the reality show. Instead of handing out roses, it's the one chicken sperm that don't get expelled. Hey, I got a chicken question for you and the audience. If somebody knows this, please let me know, because it's like something I've always wondered. Eggs. We eat eggs. Eggs are delicious. But who was the first person that said, you know what? Whatever that is that popped out of my chicken's butt, I want to eat that.
I'm frying it too. I'm frying it. Oh, hey, who was the first person who came up with toast. They're like, bread, it's already cooked. Let's cook it again.
Cook it again, right? Yeah. I
Cook
want to
it
know.
again.
We're just asking. There's a new segment we should do every week. We're just asking questions.
Yeah, just Josh, right off the top of our head. Josh, let's transition into today's show sponsor.
Let's do it.
Everything happens to me. I think I'm cursed.
If you think your life is jinxed, now you can change it with E. David Scott's Curse Removal. Call this number and follow simple instructions. Positive forces instantly cast away the evil spirits that bring you bad luck. $1.95 per minute for entertainment only. Under 18 get permission. Call now and remove the jinx from your life.
The show's funded. That's all I got to say.
Funded, fully back today. All the interns will be paid. They will have more M&Ms thrown at them tomorrow by Josh. That is guarantee.
Yes.
If you guys have any curse removals from your life that you need in the future, maybe think about giving that number a phone call.
Actually, don't call us because we are actually licensed, trained curse removal people ourselves. We can do it. I promise. There's somebody's watching right now. I'm getting a M, an A, a C, Mac something. You were cursed at some point, but curse removed. You owe us $20 a piece, buddy.
And $1.99 for each additional curse we remove from your life.
If there's a Mac watching, we just saved you. And I know there's a Mac watching. I know.
Mac Daddy. And if there's also a Johnny Utah watching.
It's very specific.
Yeah, if there's a Johnny Utah watching, or maybe a Michael Clark watching, your curse has been removed. Please send $10 to our PayPal.
Spell. You got to do the spell to get rid of it.
Dim Dala, remove the curse on them, I beg of you. Let's get into our one sports story, which is, in fact, Josh, a mathematics fun fact involving hockey.
Let's do it.
Okay. You ever see the movie Mighty Ducks, Josh?
I love Mighty Ducks too. I've seen all three of them, but yeah.
First Mighty Ducks, Emilio Estevez is the Pee Wee hockey coach who's sentenced by the court system to coach this ragtag group of hockey players because he used to be a great hockey player himself after he gets a DUI. At one point in the movie, someone says that Gordon Bombay, Emilio Estevez, scored 198 goals in a 14-game Pee Wee hockey season, which was the year 1972.
Wow.
So if we do the math, okay, I'm going to do the math. This averages out to 14 goals per game in 1972.
So he was like the Michael Jordan.
I would say Michael Jordan times 10 because this is the most ridiculous, unbelievable movie stat I've ever heard in my life. If you get 3 goals in a game as a hockey player, it's a hat trick. Okay, that's a big deal. He got 4 2/3 hat tricks a game.
A game per game.
What are they throwing out after the 4th hat trick?
Right.
What's going on the ice at that point? What the hell are they? Bottles of booze? Is that why he started drinking and getting DUIs in the first place?
He couldn't do the
What's
math on his own career, so it drove him to drinking.
Like, I'm so good. This isn't even fun anymore. I'm 12 years old. I'm just going to drink and ride around in my limousine from now on. That's it.
Did you know that there was a Mighty Ducks revival show?
I did. And
I didn't know about that. And he came out of retirement for it.
Yeah, I didn't have Disney at that time. Did you know that Emilio Estevez, from time to time on Twitter or X, he will tweet Mighty Ducks like NHL games as coach Gordon Bombay?
That's really neat. That's a fun fact.
In character. Yeah, he does. So yeah, Slashaholics, if you're ever, I don't know, watching hockey during the playoffs, go over to Emilio Estevez's Twitter profile, and he might be in character as Gordon Bombay.
And if you want to see something really weird with him and his dad in it, go and look up the country music video, It's All in Your Head, from the 90s. He plays a guy in a psych ward, and his dad in real life plays a preacher, like a snake preacher. It's a really, really trippy video, but it's pretty cool. So yeah, little fun fact for you there too.
Those don't they use those preachers use those snakes like for healing and stuff?
Well, it's to show that their faith in God is like righteous, because if they weren't, they'd get bitten. And a lot of them get bitten and die. But yeah, so.
Well, I think that's obvious. The science is the math and the science is there, Josh. They didn't have enough faith, so they got bit.
Science and faith, same thing. Same
Duh. Duh. Josh, let's go into this week's version of Josh's Cringe Corner.
Let's do it. I'm going to give you one of those right now.
I'll give him one of these, and I'll give him one of those, and one of these, and I'll give him one of those, and I'll choke him like this.
All right,
I'll choke him like this, and I'll give him.
Oh yeah. I believe you. But we got to know who are you? Who are you actually? Who are you? What's your name? Okay, I understand. Yeah, right. Hey, Sinister, come on in here.
Easy, Big Daddy.
Well,
Easy, Big Daddy.
Hey, I think we need a little interpretation. Who or what is it? All right.
I'll give you interpretation, because that's what they do. He gives them one of these, and he gives them one of those. And you know who he gives it to? He gives it to Bruiser. Give him one, Daddy. Give him one. That's right. That's it.
All right, Slashaholics. Under the mask, is it Jackie Gleason from the Honeymooners?
One of these days. Pow! Right in the kiss. Bang! Soon. I'm going to the moon.
Or is it one of the Three Stooges?
Boy, I'll give it to you good, boy. Shoot one that way, you know. Just shoot one that way. Whoa, boy. What are you going to do about it? Where is he? Oh, you're getting smart, eh? Oh, a little hard, eh? Oh, a wise guy. So you meant it, eh?
All kidding aside, it really does. That's the cringe, one of the cringiest. That's even more cringy than Yup. Okay. He turned the tables in the wrong way, Jumpin' Jeff. But no, I'm going to give you one of these and one of those. And like, right. Certainly. I'm certainly going to give you one of these.
To the moon, Jumpin' Jeff, to the moon.
One of these days. Yep. No, that was great.
His patented finishing moves are the one of these and one of those. Oh my God. He just warmed him up with a one of those, and now he's gonna finish him off with the one of these. The carnage in the ring.
With me, you get one of these and then 1, 2, 3s. There you
go. That's a great transition. Let's go into our wrestling story for the episode. This is also kind of a fun fact. We got a lot of fun facts this episode. This blew my mind, Josh. I think this blew my mind, but Josh is a former professional wrestler. This is just going to make him mad. So Here we go. Brock Lesnar has wrestled 435 matches in his entire pro wrestling career, 79 matches in total since his return in 2012. You have the floor, Josh.
Most wrestlers wrestle that in a year, more than that in a year.
Twice in a day.
Sometimes, yes. Sometimes twice in a day. No shit. And if you ask Hogan, because of the time changes in the world and stuff, some wrestlers wrestle 400 days a year. Okay. So that's a real thing. Look it up, folks. That's something Hogan said, that he wrestled 400 days in a year one time.
Listen, you just blew it. I was like, one of my things was going to be like that we didn't talk about. Hogan.
I'm sorry. I'll save that, because when we do a full news show, I'm going to do a Hogan's Lie corner every time.
No, you already put your toe in the Hogan water. Just finish it.
That's it. He said he wrestled 400 times a year, or 400 days a year one time in 1 year. So, but that'll go on the lie thing on full episodes. One lie per episode we're going to break down. But today, the fact that he's only wrestled that many in his entire career is just an even bigger slap in the face to the real wrestlers out there, like Kofi Kingston, who was given the championship, well-deserved championship, and then just fed to Brock Lesnar in like 2 seconds. Bullshit. Bullshit.
And he also ended Undertaker's WrestleMania streak.
Bull
He
crap.
was the reason. He was the reason that Stone Cold Steve Austin walked out of the WWF because Vince was like, "Well, basically, Steve, it's a Monday Night Raw, and you're gonna you're gonna lose. 1, 2, 3, no title on the line, nothing. You're gonna take the F5, and that's it." And
Now
then
come
Stone
here and
Cold's
show
like-
me that ass. Oh, I'm sorry.
Stone Cold-
That's the wrong person that he did that to. My bad.
Stone Cold's like, Steve, Vince, I don't think that's a great idea, Vince. And what? Yeah, he walked out. So Brock Lesnar is in the background or very upfront and personal in all this weird crap that happened, right?
Yeah, he sure is. But if Brock didn't take Undertaker's streak, it could have been like Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns or something. So, or Shane McMahon. That would have been neat.
Here comes the money. It didn't have to be. I don't think that streak ever had to end, Josh. I don't even think they had to end it.
He should have retired undefeated at WrestleMania for sure.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
stupid. That was probably Vince McMahon or Paul Levesque thing there, but Levesque, sorry.
Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer.
Levesque.
Hall of Famer. There you go. Yeah.
Hall of Famer, who was very much surprised. Hall of Famer, Paul Levesque. Show
Paul
some
Levesque.
respect. Hey, Josh, I have one more thing to say about Brock Lesnar before we move on.
Okay.
Okay, so 435 matches in his entire career. It makes me feel a certain kind of way because all these other guys that are working day and night, pay-per-view after pay-per-view, show after show, and they work like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds more matches than him and make way less.
Yeah.
So I feel a certain kind of way that the guys who are actually there day in and day out should be getting the shine and the money.
Yeah.
But then again, I feel another certain kind of way because it's like, is Brock Lesnar the greatest wrestling self-promoter and like businessman of all time? He's made millions upon millions upon millions for little to no in-ring work, Josh.
Yeah, I mean that's one way to look at it. I mean, shit, dude, I wrestled for 10 years on the indie circuit. In my last 3 years, I only had a couple matches a year because of my back injury.
Mhm.
And I had like it was like 487 matches. That's more than he had in his entire career. And I was on the indie circuit doing little nickel and dime shows sometimes,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, it's smart
interesting.
too. It's like I'm sure Hogan would have done it if he could. I'm sure he probably told Brock how to do it. Brock probably owes him everything for the way he handled it.
They wrestled each other. Do you remember that they wrestled each other in WWE around like 2003?
Yeah, you see Hogan put the blood capsules in his mouth.
I don't remember that. I just remember that Hulkamania was like running wild again, but it was like he had just lost the belt to the American Badass, and like this was around the time that he got tapped out by Kurt Angle. Hogan got tapped out by Kurt Angle, and then Hogan got destroyed by Brock Lesnar. I had seen some behind the scenes video footage of like Jim Ross and people discussing the build up to that match and like how the finish was going to be. Hogan honestly was trying to sell the office on him beating Brock Lesnar clean.
Oh my God. Jesus.
For real. I mean, the ultimate politician. Incredible. I don't think he's ever going to be buried. Like, if he ever actually dies, I don't think his coffin will ever be actually put in the ground because he would never allow anyone to bury him.
His coffin will be on top of all the other wrestlers that have passed before him's coffin. And every like 10 minutes, a referee will be paid to come out and like count to 3.
Or put his shoulder up. His dead body's shoulder. Not even death can beat Hulkamania because it's immortal.
And on his tombstone, it'll say, "That doesn't work for me, brother."
Death. No, the death year.
Yeah.
And it says, "That doesn't work for me, brother." Oh man. Josh, we have a new segment on the show. We have a Trax musical minute. And this is a really, really great performer, and I'm excited to share it with all the Slashaholics out there. It is Rick James' little brother, Dick James.
Yeah, I feel all right now. When I came home last night, you wouldn't make love to me. You fell fast asleep. You wouldn't even talk to me. You said, I'm so crazy. You said, I'm so crazy, girl. Coming home intoxicated. You see, I just want to love you. I just want to love you, baby. That is why I'm so elated. Come on now, give it to me, baby. Give it up, girl. Don't you want to be mine tonight? Come on, give it to me, baby. Give it up, girl. I can make you feel alright. Come on now, give it to me, baby. Give it up, girl. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me. Give me that stuff, that funk, that sweet, that funky stuff. Woo.
Are we back yet?
Yeah, it was good, huh?
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was really good. He actually, at a couple IPW shows, he sang the national anthem.
I thought I'd heard him sing before. I really did. Yep.
And before, hey, actually, the Cringe Corner guy was like, he's all, you want a new musical anthem performer? I'm gonna give you one of these, and I give you one of those. You didn't make love to me. I tried to call last night. We have Rick James at home, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, great performance. Josh, let's go into Slash Trax horror.
Let's do it.
News and horror. Okay, Josh, one quick hitting story. The late Tony Todd, who is most known for playing Candyman, has been confirmed to be starring in the new Final Destination movie, Bloodlines.
Good.
So, what's your thoughts?
I'm glad they got him in there before he was gone. Great dude. He actually, when I still had the channel on Twitter, he was a follower of the channel on Twitter. Pretty early on. Yep. And he was a really cool dude. And it sucks that he's gone, but I'm glad that he got to have. I hope it's some closure with that story, because we never really knew what he was. We all assumed he was death, or whatever. I think that maybe his character Bloodworth was somebody that cheated death years and years ago, and has been like staying alive, and maybe he's been like telling people bad advice to keep death fed or something. But I like the idea of all the people that shouldn't be born from the people that survived death coming after them. I like that idea. That's going to be pretty cool.
Tony Todd, we've talked about it on a previous show on the main channel. So if you're new to this, you probably didn't hear this fun fact, but Tony Todd famously negotiated an extra like $2,000 to $3,000 per bee sting on the set of Candyman. So he talked his way into like an extra $50,000 just by getting stung by bees on the production of Candyman, because those were in fact real bees that he was covered with. So Tony Todd, not just a great actor, not just a friend of the Slash Trax network, but a great businessman as well. A little bit of Brock Lesnar in him on that negotiation.
I was about to say, yeah. I wonder what happens if you stand in front of the mirror and you say, like Hollywood Hogan, Hollywood Hogan, Hollywood Hogan. If he would show up and leg drop you or something, or Brock Lesnar. He would only show up sometimes. He doesn't show up every time. Say it, just sometimes.
You're in the bathroom. You're looking in the mirror, and nobody's going over me in this bathroom, dude. I'm here. You asked for me, brother. I'm here, dude.
Oh God, we got to invent the Hulk Hogan toilet now. Oh my God.
Time to flush, dude. If you put any more toilet paper in here, man, this thing could overflow, dude. Thanks for buying the Hulkster toilet, dude.
By the way, I pulled 35 muscles in my back when I pressed Andre the Giant over my head at WrestleMania 3 for the 2 days before he died.
What about the Hulk Hogan scale? You step on it and he's like, "You're getting fat, dude. You're almost as heavy as Andre was when I pressed him over my head, dude. Time to lose some weight, fatty, dude."
Who'd you vote for, dude?
The Hulk Hogan toilet is the only thing that's full of more shit than the actual Hulk Hogan.
There's the slogan for the toilet
Yeah.
right there. We got to come
Yeah.
up with a commercial.
Red and yellow toilet. It's full of holds more shit than the actual Hulk Hogan does.
Red and yellow, let it mellow. There you go. Brown,
Hey,
flush it
man.
down.
You feeling all right, dude? This is the 5th time you've said on me today, dude. We better take you to the doctor, dude.
Red and yellow, Hogan lets it mellow. If it's brown, Hogan doesn't want anything to do with it. All right, go ahead.
All right, let's go into the second and final show sponsor of the show.
All right, what do we got?
Yeah.
Remember, don't drive with an elevated load. Don't drive with an unstable load. On ramps, the load goes uphill. Take extra care in trouble spots, like blind corners. And especially on loading docks. Never carry passengers. And keep your limbs inside the confines of the truck.
That's a pretty good training course to take.
Absolutely. Why did that forklift explode when it hit the ground?
That was actually a scene from Speed 3, a straight to video sequel to Speed and Speed 2. They went from a bus to a ship to a forklift. If it stopped going fast and it blew up. That's what happened.
Dennis Hopper's like, listen to me, man. If that forklift goes below 5 miles per hour, everybody within 10 feet of this thing is gonna be dead. Don't even think about jumping off of it.
Oh my God. We just pitched a movie right there, Hollywood. Come on.
All they gave me when I worked for that construction company was this shitty gold watch. That's why I've rigged this bomb up to this forklift. And you know those new things, you know those new Hulk Hogan toilets you have down there at the plant?
Oh, we had a hole.
Don't even think about selling any of those gold mines. I'm going to blow the whole plant up if this thing goes below 5 miles per hour.
That doesn't work for me, brother. Oh, okay, never mind. Playing off. It doesn't work for Hogan.
Oh my gosh. Josh, we're going to headlines now, and this is the last show of Expressions. This is the last story of Expressions.
Might be the last show too.
Yeah, it might be. I lost my composure there. That was so funny.
Oh God.
Okay, headlines. This is not really a funny story. This is just a story, and I like it. Jack the Ripper's identity has been revealed after a DNA match. So it's taken like 300 years or something, but we've finally done it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. We got Jack the Ripper, finally.
Who is it?
Historian Russell Edwards claims to have identified Jack the Ripper, and hold on to your hats, Slashaholics. His name was Aaron Kosminski, a Polish immigrant, and they identified him through a DNA match from a shawl that was found at a Jack the Ripper crime scene. Kosminski was a barber in London, so kind of like Sweeney Toddish, kind of, and was very long suspected to be Jack the Ripper, and he was later institutionalized for schizophrenia until his death in 1919.
Wow.
So they thought it was him, couldn't prove it. You know, DNA wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
But after 200 long years of patience and perseverance and amazing detective work, we got him.
It's a little underwhelming, if I'm being honest. I just a little. I was hoping it was like, I don't know, somebody a little more known or something, or find out it was like a preacher or somebody richer or something. I don't know. It's just Kompitsky or whatever his name was. I don't know.
Why couldn't have been like a descendant of Terry Bollea or Vince McMahon or something like
an ancestor? Yes, that would have been.
Yeah, like a great cousin or something. I think, Josh, since we've identified him, the very first thing the police need to do is go out and, at the very least, we want justice for all the victims of Jack the Ripper. We're going to have to arrest his great-grandkids.
Yep.
So if you're watching Slashaholics, if you happen to be a relative of Jack the Ripper, justice is coming for you.
Kompitsky,
you're done. You're done. Arrest his grandkids now. That's what I say.
What's his last name again?
Let me take a look. Kosminski, Josh.
Kosminski the Ripper. Your grandkids are toast, brother. Your great grandkids are great. We're coming for them. Trax coming at you full speed, no brakes, brother. I did a little investigative reporting, and our next news episode, I've got a hell of a headline that I'm going to share with you and everybody else. It's a bear of a story, man. A bear of a story.
I'm looking forward to that. And on that note, Josh, end the show.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. If you want to support the channel, you can do so at Patreon. The link is on the screen, as well as our Cameo. For $7.50, you can get a fun video from us. Anything you want us to do, pretty much anything we'll do within legal reason. But yeah, we're not monetized yet here on this channel. The other channel can never be monetized. So if you want to support us, see us keep doing what we're doing, you can help us out through Patreon, Cash App, Cameo, or PayPal. The links and descriptions are in the pinned comments and the description. Where can they write us at, Alex?
/Trax2020@gmail.com. If you have something you'd like us to cover in a future episode, a story you'd like us to talk about in a future episode, send it over to that email. Ask Flashy, who would win, all the good stuff that we cover on a day-to-day basis. And also, if you have a video you think is funny and you want to submit it and you want it covered on the show, send it our way. We'll give it a look. Yeah.
And if you have a spec script for Speed 4, that works too. But yeah, thank you so much. Be excellent to each other out there. People in these times, just be excellent to each other. And yeah, this has been your fun news. Good night and have a pleasant tomorrow. Say good night, Alex.
Good night, Alex. Mahalo, dogs. And if this show goes below 5 miles per hour, boom! Boom!
He's fat!
Yep.
Cameras rolling, lights ablaze. Josh and Alex got no delays. Fun facts coming wild and fast. Kicking ass and having a blast. Sports highlights, adrenaline rush. Smack talking, never hush. Pro wrestling in your face. Action pack run in this place. Tracks, we break the news. Pump it up with warrior fuel. Jumping Jeff says, yep, it's true. Tony laughs, the spider's cool. Horntails that chill your spine. Mysteries that'll twist your mind. Exclusive headlines you won't believe. Bring the chaos, won't deceive. Got the energy, got the thrill. Hold tight or you'll lose the will. Keeping pace cause we go slow. Tracks ready, set, let's go. Tracks, we break the news. Pump it up with warrior fuel. Jumping Jeff says, yep, it's true. Tony laughs, the spider's cool. Tracks, we break the news. Pump it up with warrior fuel. Jumping Jeff says, yep, it's true. Tony laughs, the spider's cool. Trax ready, set, let's go.